Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another episode of Country Mixin. Yeah, man, it's been a while since I had a recipe. And, you know, I did a lot of, for like, I don't know, 3 months straight. And after a while, you just kind of run out of I guess, ideas and motivations and all that. So it does take a while to test recipes. So I've got a few of them available. And today is a really good one, man. I love this thing. I vape it quite a bit. And here lately, I haven't been able to taste my my creams or anything. I don't know, one of my taste buds or my vaping or my vape tongue or whatever. But this has been really one of the good ones that helps me maintain. And maybe after taking a break off of my blue and red, which used to be my all days, every day, all day for months, then maybe I can get back to the tasting my blueberries and strawberries again. But anyway, enough of that. Today's recipe I'm going to share with you is called Itsabit Nutty. Yeah, you know, there for a while, I was wanting a more earthy and more nutty type vape, and this is like a more of a cakey, like bunch of nuts. You got you know, pecans and peanuts, and you got some caramel and all kind of goodies in there. So let me just go over this recipe. I think it works well. This is like a long steeper though, 7 days. And then it just all comes together very well. I mean, I for one enjoy it. So hopefully, like I said, I've said this many times before in my recipes, is I make them to where I like them, and if I like them, I will share them, and hopefully somebody else likes them. A few people in my area that friends and people that I know have enjoyed them as well. You know, I do have another cheesecake. You know, you've seen that recipe before. And it's really, it's one of my favorites too. But this is sort of like that, but not really a creamy base, a cheesecake base or anything. But this is still another variation of a nutty vape. It's really good. So let's get right into the recipe. First thing we're starting off with in here is a 0.5% of Flavora Biscotti, and I brought that in using it as a sweetener because biscotti it's an Italian dessert. It's an Italian bread dessert or something like that, but it's got some sweetness to it, and that I figured I would use that. It would add a little bit of body, maybe a little bit of graininess, but I wouldn't have to add any additional sweeteners. So those of you that don't like additional or artificial sweeteners, this might be a recipe for you, because I know there's some people out there that do not like super sweet or sweetener from TFA or anything like that. So this does not have any artificial sweeteners added to it. So the Flavora Biscotti was used for the sweetness. Really good. I only need a 0.5%. And I'm a country boy. Gotta have some butter. And I do believe TPA butter is probably one of the best butter flavors out there. And it goes in at 1%. It just brings the cookie and the bread all together. It's just, it's great. And then we have Flavor West Butter Pecan. It's a really great nut. I love the Flavor West Butter Pecan. It goes in at 3%. That's the high note of this juice, of this flavor. It's really good. I mean, if you like pecans, you like butter pecans. If you like butter pecan from Flavor West, you will definitely enjoy this recipe. Next, we have Flavor Art Caramel. That goes in at 1%. Let's just add a little more sweetness. I don't know what I was going for, something like non-creamy, but I wanted something that was actually, like I said, just nutty, man, and have some sweetness in there, but not having artificial sweetener. So that's what the caramel comes in there for. But we also got another caramel. We have salted caramel from Flavor West as well. That goes in at 2%, because nuts are salty, right? I thought about using saline to bring out salty notes in the recipes, but I'm not sure about that yet. I may do it eventually, but then again, I don't know, maybe not. But the salted caramel is why it's in there at 2%, is to try to break some saltiness into the vape with the nuts, you know. Because our next recipe, or next flavor is peanuts from Inawera. Peanuts goes in at 5%. So we got 5% of peanuts, we got 3% of butter pecan. And then you got the 2% salted caramel. It's just you got the saltiness with nuts. I mean, anywhere peanuts is really, really, really good. I don't know. I've found that I like these nutty flavors, man. And I've got a bunch more from Wonder Flavors, and I think just Wonder Flavors, and some more Aware flavors. I recently purchased. I haven't used them yet, but I like the nutty vapes. Really, really good. I enjoy them. Next, we have a 3% of sugar cookie. Now, the sugar cookie that I'm using in this recipe is Flavor West sugar cookie. No particular reason, just I haven't used it and I wanted to try it out, and it works well. It really worked well in this recipe when it came together. So, very, very nice. And we do have a little bit of vanilla, and I think Mixin vanilla is a great vanilla. And we're going to bring it in at 0.75%. Just to want a little bit of vanilla back note, to go in with that caramel, the caramel, and just kind of swirling together. It works with the cookie and the biscotti base, and it's just, I mean, it's really, really great. I mean, I don't have any rhyme or reason why I threw these flavors together. I just kind of sit here one day, and that's the way I do my recipes. I don't have a plan or like let's say someone sees a piece of pecan pie and they say, I want to make a pecan pie. No, I just sit down, I look at my flavors. I'm like, I looked at nuts. I'm like, hey, let's go nutty. And then I just started grabbing shit. How would this go well together? Would this go well together? Because I went through probably 4 or 5 different variations of this before I came to this one. This is really good. It's got a total of only 16.25% of flavoring. It's fucking great. 70-30 VG-PG ratio. And it's very, very good, man. I've got a few more recipes coming up over the next few videos. Try this. Let me know in the comments if you mix this up, or if you try it, and if you do mix it, if you use the exact recipe or you substitute things to your flavor. Let me know your thoughts on the recipe here that I have. So let's taste it. Let's take a vape. This is an RDA you probably don't even know about. Just say goon, right? Look at that. It's not really a goon. It's like a goon, Pharaoh, or Govad. It's a China creation is what it is. But it's like the OG goon with a 1.5 tiny airflow and the fucking Govad clamps. I don't know. They just do something. They just do a bunch of parts together. But this is actually pretty good freaking flavor. And a single core RDA. And I've been liking single core RDAs here lately. So take another vape. I got a 0.26 build in here right now, and it's running at 90 watts. I got a staggered staple fused Clapton, 5-ply 0.4 ribbon, framed in 28 by 38 stainless steel, and fused with 38 as well. Alright, so that's it. That recipe was Itsabit Nutty. I thank everybody for the support, man. This channel's doing great. The clone show is going awesome. I'm gonna try. I need to get I got some authentic reviews coming up as well. I got some more. Of course, I got more clone show items coming. I got a shit ton of inventory I got to do. I got some reviews coming from other juices as well. I got content for you. I really, really do. I got a bunch of content. I may wind up doing an overload on uploads there one week instead of doing 3 videos a week, so I get caught up. I may have to do like maybe 4 or 5 videos a week, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I won't do it enough to where I burn myself out, of course, because like I said, this is a hobby. I enjoy doing this stuff, and I thank everybody for the support, especially all the likes and the shares and the subscriptions. You guys are great, but also on the Patreon side, the ones of you that decided to jump into Patreon, it's just fucking great. I appreciate it very, very much. You'll see the names here on the screen. And if you're interested in the Patreon, I will have links in the description below and in the support section if you want to check out the Patreon and see what the perks of the Patreons are, rewards and so forth. I got a special giveaway coming up for the Patreons, but I've also got a giveaway I'm setting up over here on YouTube as well. So, but the Patreon is going to be a really nice one for the holidays, man. It's coming up. So, if you want to be a part of that, then by all means, click the link in the description. But if not, hey, just hang out for this one when I announce it. I'll announce it over here as well. But I do thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the support. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby. It's a bit nutty, it's a bit funky, it's a bit fucking great's what it is.